Here's a random hero for you. Don't know how to play this character? Hold F1 to get more information. Read, learn, consume the knowledge. You now know that Basic Boy 76 can drop a Fanta can to heal him and his allies. What's that? You carve more knowledge, go to school. Too hard for you? You are in the right place, because today I will show you one hidden ability for every single hero in Overwatch 2. I know my viewers are smarter than an average mukbang YouTuber, so I expect you to know some of these, so make sure to let me know down in the comments how many of these abilities you knew already, and if somehow you knew all of these, then I'll make sure to heart your comment. Let's begin. Diva. The boosters don't stop you from using any of your abilities. You still can shoot, use your missiles, defense matrix, and even melee. Remember this to engage at your enemies with maximum damage possible. Also, it might not look like it, but you can still shoot while you are launching your missiles. Doomfist. You wouldn't know it unless you play Doom a lot, or you spend too much time on the wiki, but when you use your Meteor Strike on Doom, after landing you always have your gauntlet charged, guaranteeing your next rocket punch will be empowered. This hidden mechanic is more useful than the ult itself. Junker Queen. You can recast your throwing knife while already getting your carnage ready, so a good habit to make your axe swings always land is to get this timing right. After landing your knife, press your E button, wait a moment, and then recast your knife. You can thank me later. Orisa. The javelin spin lasts long enough to make your primary weapon cool down entirely, so before using this ability, get as close as you can to overheating it to pump out the most amount of damage possible, and then use the javelin spin to buy yourself some time. Ramatra. When you transform into the bully form, did you know you can still use your default melee? It's not only great at finishing low health targets, but also to squeeze the most amount of damage right at the end. Reinhardt. This one is for the team players. If you are busy being the front line but still want to keep an eye on your precious teammates, hold your left click while your shield is up to look around freely and ensure everyone is safe and sound. It will also shock the enemy flankers that somehow you are super aware and always ready to help your team in case they are getting dived. Also, bonus tip, this can be very useful to land surprise shatters. Roadhog. Your ult does the most damage up close, but it also knocks back your enemies, so make sure to use your hook on even the bulkiest of targets, such as enemy tanks, to melt them down instantly. Also, you can use your heal while ulting too. Sigma. You can cancel your kinetic grasp with your rock. If the enemies think they outsmarted you by stopping shooting at you, don't just stand there, show them you can bite too. Just remember, you won't get any shields for the damage you already managed to catch. Winston. Your initial jump pack thrust actually does damage, a whopping 1 to be more exact. You may never kill someone with it, but it's there nonetheless. Ball. If you don't hit anything with your grapple, the cooldown won't start, effectively making your grapple a useless tool to scare your enemies. Also, while on the topic of grapple, it will automatically put you in the ball form, so there is no need for you to press the transform ability, as it's just a waste of precious milliseconds. Zarya. Her alternative fire consumes 25 ammunition to shoot one projectile, but you can still use it when you are less than that on ammo. It will definitely do more damage than a single zap, so make sure to pay attention to your ammunition counter, and while getting close to running out, squeeze out that last projectile for a finisher or to output more damage. Also, shoot your primary fire, then grab, not the other way around. The Q blocks you from shooting for a short duration of time. Ash. If you have troubles shooting your dynamite, remember that your coach gun can blow it up too. It might not be effective in long range, but in short range it is very reliable. Bastion. You can't kill yourself with your ult, so go ahead and become the ultimate suicide bomb by jumping in the middle of the enemy team and blasting your entire ult around you. McCree. When fighting tanks up close, don't be afraid to use your ult as a bonus reload. By ulting and then pressing right click, you reload your entire clip, so you can bust the enemy down with another spray. Echo. If you hold spacebar for the entire flight duration, you can stay off the ground for an unlimited amount of time. Also, the laser beam is super good at animation cancelling your shots. Genji. Your ult refreshes the dash cooldown. Hanzo. You can shoot a sonic arrow mid stormbow quiver. Junkrat. Placing a mine in spawn or somewhere hidden from enemies can buy you enough time to effectively use 3 mines at once. Mei. While placing the ice wall, you can press E mid-casting to rotate the wall 90 degrees. Pharah. The concussive blast now does damage, but only on a direct impact. Reaper. Wraith form reloads your entire clip. Your ult doesn't reload your clip, but it lasts long enough to do so. Also, bonus tip, always shoot at least 1 time to squeeze even more damage before ulting. Sojourn. Even without the HUD enabled, there are 2 different ways to tell how much of your railgun is charged. First is shown under the ammunition counter. The wider the beam, the more charge you have, and if it blinks, that means it's fully charged. The second way is less obvious, but it's visible nonetheless. Under your weapon there is this blue light, and the faster it spins and the brighter it shines, the more charge you have. Soldier 76. Rocket Jump. Sombra. The hacked target will not only have disabled abilities for a brief moment, but it will also take more damage from you. That is why it sometimes feels like Sombra deals huge amounts of damage. Symmetra. She can deploy turrets through her teleporter. Torbjorn. Never hold your fire button when ulting. The HUD shows you 2 things: how much time you have left and how many blobs you can shoot. The reason why I tell you this is because you really don't want to overlap your jizz. Make sure to spread it equally so it covers a larger space overall. Tracer. You can press Q before being next to your target and close the distance by blinking right after. This way you give less time to react to your play, and it also makes you look super cool. Widowmaker. Enemies who step into your trap will be visible through walls. Ana. The sleep dart actually does damage, and you can nano yourself if you hold Q. Okay, I made that up, but imagine if this was real. Baptiste. You can store for a second your boosted jump, so hold crouch to charge your jump and feel free to walk for a bit before jumping to be less predictable. Bridget. Similar to Reinhardt, swinging, you can move your mouse around while whipping people around to increase your effective hitboxes. Kiriko. The protection Suzu can slightly knock back enemies. Lucio. The Amp It Up ability can go through any aura you are on, so for example, if you press E when you are near healing aura, it will give the boosted healing normally, and if you switch to your speed aura, it will still give boosted speed for a brief moment. Mercy. The swing you get while flying towards your allies can be used in any direction you are aiming, opposite to what the quick menu says. Moira. The first jump you make when entering Fade will always be boosted. Zenyatta. You can use your quick melee to cancel your charging of balls. It is useful when you don't want to give away your position just yet, and to maybe make use of your kick's knockback. Alrighty lads, that will be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, then make sure to like the video. 100 likes and part 2 is guaranteed. Also, if you are still here and not subscribed already, then what are you waiting for? Feel free to check out the videos in the outro, and as always, thanks for watching, have a lovely day, bye bye.